When bombs fall, somebody's cash register rings. Every time we hear about a missile strike in Middle East, our minds go to loss, destruction and fear. But behind all this smoke and fire, there are companies and investors which are celebrating. So let's ask the hard question. Who's really getting rich through all these conflicts? Let's say Iran and Israel recently.
Israel says it's continuing to launch strikes against Iran.
Iran has tonight launched retaliatory strikes on Israel.
The United States has officially entered the Israel-Iran war.
Let's trace the money trail. The answer will shock you. Before we move forward, please do consider subscribing to this channel if the subjects of business, finance and economy are of your interest. Let's start with the obvious one, the defense. Every missile that goes up has a multi-million-dollar price tag. And for global arms manufacturer, that's not a crisis, that's revenue. When Israel and Iran exchanged fires in 2025, global defense stocks surged. Here comes the US defense industry. Raytheon, Lockheed Martin, Northrop Grumman, all ready to supply to allies and friends of US. Lockheed Martin, which supplies F-35 fighter jets to Israel, saw its stock price surge by 18% in just a matter of few weeks. Raytheon, Northrop and BAE Systems weren't far behind. But the biggest winners, the Israel's own defense industry. Elbit Systems, Rafael, Israel's aerospace industry are global suppliers of Israel. The drones, the defense systems and much more add millions to Israel's economy with every new order. And these are not just locals. These firms export to dozen other countries. With every war comes with a stamp of credibility of better tested equipment. Israel's own defense stocks soared about 116% this year in the Tel Aviv Stock Exchange. And it's not just Israel or US. India, a major arms buyer from Israel, saw its own defense stocks light up. Bharat Dynamics, Solar Industries, HAL, all clocked double-digit growth as the global tensions rose. War is tragic, yes, but for global arms dealer, it's the peak season. Now shift your gaze from missiles to oil barrels. Middle East isn't just the battlefield, it's a beating heart of global energy. And when there is a crisis, oil prices swing wildly. Imagine a narrow stretch of ocean. If it shuts down for a few days, the entire global economy panics. Here, I am talking about Gulf of Hormuz, from where about 20 to 25% of world's oil and gas passes. If this narrow stretch is blocked or even threatened, the global prices will skyrocket. Shipping routes will get disrupted and insurance costs will start to escalate. And the dominoes effect of such situation impacts across all corners of the world. Right after Israel-Iran exchange, Brent crude jumped to about $100 per barrel from $79, and many rejoiced as benefits hit them. Now who benefited? To begin with, the obvious ones, the oil giants of Middle East. More money they make as the prices of oil soars. Then comes the oil giants. Prices go up, they increase production and sell fast. Big oil companies like ExxonMobil, Chevron and Shell, their market values skyrocketed. Even Russia, under heavy Western sanctions, saw its Urals crude rebound to $63 per barrel, giving Putin's war economy some breathing space. In India, upstream oil firms like ONGC, Oil India gained as crude prices rose. Refiners like Reliance saw a higher refining margins due to volatility. Here, let's not forget the commodity traders. These companies simply transport oil and gas and not produce it. For them, more the crisis, better is their bottom line. When geopolitical chaos erupts, oil profits boom. But war isn't just fought on land or air anymore. It's fought through the code. Cybersecurity has become a frontline defense, and profits are flowing to Silicon Valley. Companies like Palantir, which builds real-time battlefield analytics for Israel, saw their business forecasts shoot up. Microsoft, through Azure, is securing critical Israeli infrastructure against cyber attacks. Meanwhile, cybersecurity firms like CrowdStrike, Palo Alto Network, and Fortinet report surging demand across Middle East. In the age of cyber warfare, tech is not neutral, it's lucrative. Conflicts also disrupt trade routes, especially the Red Sea. As supply chains choke, prices rise. Fertilizers, heavily dependent on natural gas, saw a steep price hike. Global fertilizer leader Yara International reported a 17% jump in its quarterly profits due to supply fears. From farmers in India to fields in Kansas, the pain is global, but profits concentrated. In uncertain times, investors run to safety. Gold hit close to $3,400 an ounce, its highest since pandemic.
We've seen investors pile into gold as a safe haven asset amid all of this uncertainty.
Energy exporters like Cheniere Energy gained too, as Europe and Asia scrambled for the alternatives to Middle East supplies. And infrastructure companies building pipelines, refineries, and energy storage are quietly making a fortune as governments push for energy independence. Let's not be naive. Every missile launched is stock price climbing. Every oil spike means somebody's quarterly bonus just doubled. And every cybersecurity threat, a contract to Silicon Valley. Yes, lives are lost. Prices for a common man soar. But for a select few, conflict is a business model. So next time you hear about someone going to war, don't just look at the battlefield, follow the money. That's where the real story is. If you found this perspective valuable, hit that subscribe button. Let's keep decoding the economies of global power, one video at a time. Share this video with someone you think needs to know all these facts. Be inspired, keep building.